Okay, guys. Well, I just wanted to go through a couple things with you. And here is the PowerPoint that we're going through together. And we see here there's a couple things that I wanted to show you that needs to be done online. In this time to practice here, it says open the Excel's document, adding one reading level or otherwise known as a book band. The link to that is here. These were sent to us by Hannah. Thank you, Hannah, very much. And when we click on this, it's going to take us to those. Now, I'm going to talk to you about it, but what we're putting in is a best guess level. Because there are multiple tests, we need to know where to start with a child. And I know you've got a lot of students, and it can be very hard to know where to start. But just put your best guess in there, and I'll show you quickly how to do that, okay? When we click here, it's going to open up in this window, and we see all of those folders for everybody's classes. I will just pick one and open it. And I have added 3 additional columns over here. This is the one that is the most important that needs to be done so we know where to start assessing. With each child, what book band do you think we should start at? What reading level do you think they're at? And in here, you'll just put in that. If you think it's red or turquoise or pink or whatever you think, write in that level here. Now, those assessments are, I'm going to give you a copy of them to help you to do that, okay? I'm going to have a copy of each assessment and just write in that color there, all right? And back over here, this is what I want you to practice so that you can do it on your own later. You are going to be giving that assessment to a friend, then correcting it. And when you have corrected it, I need you to do this. Add your sample. We already talked about that, sorry. Add your sample level, then open Pearson, add the reading level, and assign a book band to the sample student. Then add a screenshot of the completed Excel's document, the grade entered in Pearson, and the Pearson reading level book band assignment, okay? So coming back here, today we're going to practice this. You will do this. This is before the assessment. We put in our best guess. When we're done, we put in their independent level after the assessment. Today you're going to be doing that just with your sample student. So if you say you thought they were at a red level, but you found out they were actually at a pink level, then you will write in the intervention notes. Now, I'll show you where those are. This is quite simple. Inside of the assessment packet, it tells you exactly what interventions you're going to want to make. So you don't have to come up with these your own. It's right there for you. Then you use these inside of your guided reading when we do the guided reading. The other thing is inside of Pearson. So once we have this here, we know this student's at a pink level. We are going to go and we need to put that into Pearson too. This is very important to keep records, and it will really help when ministry comes in. I'll show you how. Okay, so inside of Bug Club, we go here, and once we get here, we are going to go to Mark Books. When you click here, we will see that this opens up for each class, just a drop-down menu, put it in for every class, and we are going to be looking at summer term 1. So click up inside of here. At the end of this year, we're going to put in summer term 2. Those will be their only 2 for this year. So if this was the student, we would put in, we said pink, and then we put in the score here. It's out of 6. So let's say they got 5. You put the score in here. Now, the comments are the same as before. I'm not going to require you to put them in Pearson. You can if you like, but it definitely needs to be in that Excel's document. All right. Then you're going to hit save. I won't do that because this is not my class, but when we come back here, back over to reading overview, how this is going to really help us is we know we were trying to provide evidence to KHDA when we were scrambling. But when we put these reading levels into here, when KHDA comes, it becomes a very simple process. We click class progress, And there will be a line for our class showing exactly where every student lies on here. And this is where they think that the average student should be at the beginning of the year and at the end of the year. Our kids, we know we got second language kids, a lot of others, and I'll be honest, my kids are first language. In the first grade, I don't think they were reading at these levels either. So take it with a biggest bit of salt. Don't worry about it. Just put the levels in. What we really need to be showing is progress over time. Okay, so that was the one thing. The other thing, and I'm just going to go back here because it's maybe easier. I can go back here, I suppose. Heck with it, I'll just hit home. All right, back into book club. And the other thing, once you've done that, I want you to assign book bands. So for your practice student, you are going to do this now, but you'll do it for your whole class later, right? We add in the assessments and then we determine what book band, what independent level are they reading it. So we can put, if you have all of your assessments, there might be 6 kids in the same level and you might just mark them all off. And here you go, set the book band. Now you allocate the book band, you go to red and set book band. Again, this isn't my class, so I'm not going to do that. They recommend that we set book limit. What that does is instead of having all of the books open for them at the same time, it just gives them 5 to choose between. So we could put 5 here, then they just have 5 books. When they've answered the questions correctly on that, those little bug questions inside the book correctly, it gives them a new book. So this makes sure that they constantly have new reading at home, okay? So those are the things that need to be done today. I want you to do one sample one so you know how to do it. And take a screenshot and send it to me directly just so I make sure that everybody understands exactly what's happening and we are ready to begin the guided reading process. All right, thanks guys.